So welcome back students. So students, today we are going to understand about the application software. In the previous class we have understood about the utility software. So one by one you can understand. We have understood the system software. So system software means the software which is built for the machine, which can make the machine work, is called as system software. And then we have learned about the utility software. Utility software, perfect example that you can give is the antivirus software. Though this is also a kind of a system software, but it has been labeled as with another name, that is the utility software. You can see antivirus also has to somewhere has to check the boot sector, scan the boot sector, scan the file viruses. So somewhere it is system related work that it does, but that's okay. It is called as utility software. And then we had learned about the disk defragmenter. I told you that if you are working like on a particular computer for 1 or 2 years, and then if you have stored a lot of data and then you delete a lot of data, so there will be fragments on your hard disk. So what happens because of the fragments means gaps. Okay, so there will be a lot of gaps in the hard disk, and those gaps are called as fragments. So while reading the data from the hard disk, it takes a lot of time, please understand, because this hard disk is a complex hardware. So reading the data becomes a bit time consuming, and because of that you may just experience that your computer is actually working very slow. But that is because one of the reasons that can be because of the disk defragmenter, means there are many fragments that on your hard disk. So you just need to you need to use this particular utility software which is with your OS, right? So this is the defragment and optimize drives. So this is the app that you can use. It takes a bit of time, and then these are the rest of the things that we have learned in the previous class. Then today we are going to understand about application software. And application software is bought by the user to perform specific applications or tasks. Say for example, making a document or making a presentation, isn't it? So what is a application software? For example, I want to type a document. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to MS Word. So that is the Word application for me. I'm going to open this application, that is MS Word, and I'm going to type my work, open a new document, type my work, take a printout. Done. So such type of software which is used by the user for performing their tasks. It has nothing to do with the machine programming, nothing to do with the OS. They are only concerned that my work should get done. For example, if I want to make a presentation, so obviously I'm going to go to PowerPoint. So I will go to PowerPoint and then I will create my slides and then I will create the entire presentation, isn't it? So such softwares which are used by the user for performing certain tasks, such softwares are called as application software. Is the user going to actually do anything with the OS? No, he is just going to start the computer, and once he starts the computer, the OS takes control of the machine, and then the user is just going to open the application that he is supposed to use, and he is going to use that application, right? So such a software is called as application software. So if in fact the handling inventory or managing the employee database also comes under application software. Application software can be of two types, that is a general purpose application and a customized application software. Now we're going to understand customized. General purpose means, for example, the applications I showed you, that was MS Word, PowerPoint. So these are general purpose application software. Everywhere you find the same application, isn't it? It is same for the every user. Customized means, we are going to read this in detail, but customized means according to the need of the customer, and that is the meaning of customized. So if there is any specific requirement of mine that I need a particular software for myself or for my organization, so I will build a software, I will hire a software company, I mean give the work to the software company, and then they will develop for me. So such software which are developed for some specific task for getting the work done will be called as customized, which means accordingly to the need of the customer. Fine. So that is customized application software. So general purpose application software, first we will look at, see, is the same thing, word processor. Now what do you mean by meaning of the word word processor? Please understand, MS Word is a word processor software. Word processor means the software where you can, you know, design your documents, do the editing of the document, format the document, right? So such softwares are called as word processor software. And MS Word is not the only word processor software that we have. There are other softwares also, like Apple has its own word application, understand it. And then we have open office, open office writer. So open office writer is also another application. It does not belong to Microsoft, please. Okay, it is another application, and it is in fact free of cost. You can download the open office package, just like we have MS Office, which is a package, and the package contains the applications like MS Word, PowerPoint, Excel, right? So similarly, open office is also a package, and it is absolutely free of cost. You can download and you can use it. So word processing software means, word processor is a general purpose application software used to create documents. The software which is used to create documents will be called as word processor. It allows us to create, edit, format the document, isn't it? This is the same thing I said. We can use different types of fonts of various sizes, underline, make them bold, and so on. And you can see the example that they are given for word processing software is in fact a writer, which is of OpenOffice and Microsoft Word. So Microsoft Word and OpenOffice Writer both are word processor software. And Microsoft Word is not free, we have to purchase, but this is absolutely free. Fine. So that is word processing software. And then you can read some more features that we have. Then comes the presentation software. Presentation tools is a general purpose. Now what is the presentation tools like? Example is PowerPoint presentation. So let us read. Okay, so presentation tools is a general purpose application software that lets us create presentation on any topic. We can only create a presentation and add slides into that, but also can use different types of backgrounds, isn't it? Once I create a PowerPoint presentation, I can add many backgrounds to my PowerPoint presentation. Definitely many of you might have done this, and add fonts, animations, audios, videos, everything we can add to our presentation. That is the PowerPoint presentation, we can do it. But again, Microsoft PowerPoint is not the only word presentation tool. There are others, that is called as OpenOffice Impress as well. Fine. So when I have to do some presentation, I have to give some presentation of on any topic, then I will be using this particular tool. So such softwares are called as application software. And then there is a spreadsheet package. What does this name kind of reminds you? It reminds us MS Excel, because Excel is a spreadsheet, right? And there are rows and columns. I guess you know all this. MS Excel, so looks something like this. So this is MS Excel, isn't it? And then we have rows and columns. And what is the biggest advantage of using this application is we can type the data in a tabular form, as well as the most powerful feature is we can do a lot of calculations with, there are tons of functions which we can use to do the calculations. So that's the biggest advantage of using this Excel application. So this is also an application software. So I'm supposed to manage my expenses, or I'm supposed to just maintain a small inventory. In that case, I can simply use this Excel spreadsheet application, and I can maintain the data, and I can do the calculations very, very easily. So this is the spreadsheet package. Spreadsheet is a general purpose application software that lets us create and store data in a tabular form. This is what I spoke about. Both the text and numerical values can be entered. Any kind of data can be entered. Okay. and we can only create, other than videos and audios, it doesn't make any sense. We can not only create a document and add data into that, but also create different types of charts and graphs also. Yes, this is very important, that you can then create a lot of charts and graphs, and using that you can do your data analysis based upon numerical data stored in that page. All common mathematical and statistical formulae can be used in numeric data. So we can use tons of functions and formulas are there. Use them for fast calculations. So popular examples are Word spreadsheet order is Calc, that is belongs to OpenOffice, and Microsoft Excel. Then children, it is very important that we should also have a database software, which is also called as DBMS, that is database management system. So DBMS, that's the short form for this. So this is used where? This is used for storing huge amount of data by large companies, small sector companies, everybody, almost all. Okay, even our school uses this data management system. Where does it use? You have given all your details, right? Your name, your father's name, mother's name, your numbers, everything you have given. So all that data is somewhere, it has to get stored, isn't it? So all that data is stored in a DBMS software. Also the employees information is also stored in a DBMS software. So it is very very important, children, to have a DBMS software. In fact, you children might be using Facebook, and also all the data that you are uploading onto the Facebook, even that data is stored on a DBMS software, isn't it? Somewhere that data is stored. So once you log in, then you can see your data. So simple. Somewhere that data has to get stored. So that software is called as DBMS software. And you can imagine Facebook has millions of users. So there might be, in fact, I guess billions of users. So there might be so much of data that they have to store. So for managing such a huge amount of data, they have many servers, and those servers are having the DBMS software to managing the data. Okay, so database management system is a general purpose application software that lets us create computer programs that control the creation, maintenance, and use of database for an organization and its end users, right? Just like Facebook will be using the DBMS software, so it is used by the organization and user, that you are the user of the Facebook. So it is for both, for the organization and for the user. We cannot only store data, but we can also manage data in a database. Once we store the data, then managing the data is very very easy. And we can also import export data from many other formats like Excel, Outlook, then ASCII, GBase, Fox Pro. So these are actually other formats. And in fact, Oracle is a very huge database. It's a server, you can say. SQL server also we have, that is called as SQL server also, and ODBC, etc. So popular examples of database management system is like Base and Microsoft Access. So even this is a DBMS software. The other bigger versions of software is the Oracle one, children. We have Oracle, then we have MS SQL, and we have MySQL. So even these are database softwares. So then customized software, as I said, according to the need of the customer, isn't it? So customized softwares is one which is tailor made. Tailor made means according to the how you need the software. So that is tailor made, right? If I have to, if I have to purchase a shirt for myself, there are two options I have. I can directly go to a showroom and buy a ready-made shirt, or I can buy a cloth and then I can give it to a tailor, and the tailor will exactly do this you know uh, do the stitching of the shirt exactly to my size, isn't it? So that is the word tailor made. So accordingly, uh, the need of the customer, so as per the user's requirement. Such types of software is customer specific. It is made keeping in mind that individual needs of the user. So as an individual, if I need a software for myself, if I need a software for my small organization. So I will be giving the, hiring a software company, and then uh, they will be making the software for me. So according to my need, I am going to develop a software. Such software is called as customized software. So in that we have many, that is the inventory management system and purchasing system. So inventory means in and out of the goods. So every organization has some their own inventory management system, so they need their own inventory management software according to their need, basically. Okay, so inventory management system is generally used in departmental stores, right, and other organizations to keep the record of the stock of all physical resources. So in and out of the goods, basically, how many goods came in from the warehouse or any other resource, and how many went out, that is how many sold. So for example, in a computer store, it keeps record of number of computers, printers, printing sheet, printer cartridge available. It also helps to place purchase orders, bills, invoices, etc. Various reports as to position of stocks. So how much is left in the stock, right? All that reporting work also the inventory management system does. So this is basically about in and out of the goods. Okay, so school management system, as I said, children, all your data is stored in the school. And now you can see we have a school management system software. We have the app that you people are using, as students you are using, as a parents also we are using, as a teacher also you might be using it. So this is a school management system software. All the data is stored in a central server. So this is a special software built for schools. So school management system, sometimes called as school information or system, or SIS in short, is a system that manages all the school's data in a single integrated application, isn't it? Through that one app itself, you can students can access their data, teachers can access their data. So in that one application only we are getting access to their own data. So having all the information in a single system allows schools to more easily connect data together. For example, when viewing a student's record, the user can follow a link to the student's class, and from there a link of student's teacher, and from there the link of teachers other classes, and so on. So they are linked with each other, all this data. So then we had a payroll system. Payroll system means children generating salaries. So if basically related to employees, so the employee was working, if an employee is working in an organization, so for that 1 month, that salary should get calculated. In between, if the employee has taken some leaves, right, even that has to be calculated. So that everything payroll system takes care of. So payroll management system software is used for all modern organization to keep track of employee of the organization who receives wages or salary. All different payment amounts are calculated by the payroll software, and the record is maintained, like how many days the employee was on leave. So all that is maintained. The software keeps track of personal records of the employees, that is name, address. So obviously it is going to store all the personal information about the employees also. So different reports, pay slips, etc. can be generated through this software, right? So payroll system means generating salaries, simple as that. So then children, we have financial accounting for managing the finances. That is, if you are a commerce student, you can understand this much better. That is account ledger and account books, right? It also helps an organization to make budgets. So making budgets, maintaining accounts, right? So that is a financial accounting. um, that is one of the software that is very popular is Tally. If you might have heard this word Tally, it is a financial accounting software. Okay, so that's the example. And then we have the hotel management. Where do you can we use this software is in the hotels. That is for reserving the rooms, right? How many rooms are empty, how many are reserved, and then generating the bills according to the number of days the user was using that room, isn't it? All that calculation can be done using a hotel management software, and this is something that you might have definitely used. That is the reservation system, which is online nowadays. So using this system you can book the air ticket, the railway ticket, movie tickets, tables in a restaurant, right? So definitely you might have reserved your, air ticket, you might have reserved your railway tickets. Also movie tickets nowadays it's online, and what is the most popular platform that we use is book my show, I guess, right? So that is using that application you can book your movie tickets, but now the situation is that you cannot book your tickets because no malls are open, and you cannot do that. That's another thing. So that's the reservation system. Now, weather forecasting, children, the software makes it possible to forecast the weather for days and even months in advance, right? So in Google, you kind of on your smartphone, you always see the forecast of your weather, right? How much, when it's going to rain, or what is the temperature for today or upcoming 10 days, what is the situation is going to be. All that you're checking on your smartphone. So which kind of application is that? That is a weather forecasting system. Fine. So then open source concepts, children. So children, open source concept, then we have, these are the types of the softwares. Open source का exactly क्या meaning है, proprietary का, shareware का, all this is we are going to see tomorrow. Okay, and after this, let me see, then we have the exercise part, children. So it's a very small part, still we will take a time, and tomorrow we will complete this, and possibly day after tomorrow, that is on Wednesday, we are going to start with data representation. We will complete this and discuss a few things about the question and answers, that is the exercise part as well. But then you have to do this on your own, children. I'm definitely going to help you out. I will just guide you how to go about it. Okay, so that's it, children. Now I'm just ending the session. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye.